the prophet who was swallowed by the enormous fish. Yunus, peace be upon him, was a prophet of God. Like all prophets, he called people to Islam. The people rejected the calls of Yunus and remained on their blasphemy. Eventually, Yunus got fed up and left his people. He went until he arrived at the seashore. He found some people on a ship and asked those people for a ride. The cruise ship saw goodness in him, so they allowed him on board. Their journey began, cutting through the vast sea, until they reached the middle of the sea. The sea became very violent and the winds blew rough. The crew of the ship was horrified. They said, "Indeed, among us is one of sin." They suggested a lottery amongst themselves, and whoever loses gets thrown off the ship. It was Prophet Yunus that lost the drawing, but they saw good in him. They couldn't find it in themselves to throw him over. So they redid the drawing, and once again Yunus lost. They repeated the drawing for the third time and reached the same result. They all knew what had to be done. Once Yunus was off board, God sent to him a big fish. The fish swallowed Yunus, and he entered into the belly of that fish without being harmed. This is a miracle because normally if a person is swallowed by a whale, he would die. This big fish was swimming while Yunus was inside it, cutting through the depths of the sea. Yunus found himself in 3 layers of darkness. The darkness of the belly of the fish that was in the darkness of the depth of the sea that was in the darkness of the night. Yunus heard strange sounds. God revealed to Yunus that these sounds were the tasbih of the aquatic animals. Yunus began making zikr and asking God to forgive him. God ordered this fish to dispel Prophet Yunus into the open land. He came out of that fish weak and sick. Some said that he was in that fish for 3 days, and others said he was in the fish for 7 days. Had Yunus not have been someone that made tasbih, God told us that he would have dwelled in that fish until Judgment Day.